with new approaches, new software, new systems that will enable people to gain knowledge at the university level and beyond. This is a great opportunity for the university, which began as an open university. Of course, in those days, it was difficult to communicate with your students. You need to talk to them, you need to get them to read books, etc. But now it is so easy. No matter where they are, they may be 12,000 miles away from us, that is to say, on the other side of the globe, but we still can talk to them in real time, interact with them, teach them. They can ask questions, you can answer questions, you can even program in such a way that they can talk to the computer, and the computer will talk back to them and give them the answer and ask them the question. I say this because I've been trying to learn French for the past 60 years, I think. But I don't have much time to concentrate on learning it. But the latest system, Rosetta Stone, I think you might know about it, is the best system that has been developed so far. And the system will ask you a question, then you can answer the question. And almost literally, you can ask the computer a question, and the computer will repeat the answers to you. So you can actually hear native speakers speaking to you in their language with the correct pronunciation. Of course, as you know, French is like English. They spell something and they say something else. So I think learning Malay and Japanese is much easier because their vowels are as the sound is allocated to them. But in French, in German, and the European languages are slightly difficult. But still, you can read the words that they spelled out and hear the word as it should be spoken. So the contribution of technology to the spread of knowledge in every field is very great indeed, and it's going to grow even further. I would suggest that one of the things that you should learn is how to develop new software for certain specific purposes. Learning of language is of course one of them. Maybe learning Malay, somebody must have done this already, but perhaps we can use a better system for people to learn Malay. And we can learn all the other other subjects in all the disciplines, including writing and the technical subjects, engineering. I hope not medicine, because I know they have now developed some means of remote operation. That is to say, some surgeon in New York can operate on you through the computer. I hope not to be the patient. But it is entirely possible, because they can practically see and feel what they are doing, but still I don't trust them. In other subjects, okay, if you go wrong, nothing very much is going to happen. Maybe one day you'll play around with something that is explosive. All that can happen is they blow you up. But otherwise, you can learn about anything from a distance. The need to go to university would be less and less in the future. It's very costly having universities in order to impart knowledge to students. But through the open university concept, the distance learning, I am quite sure that it will reduce our cost of giving higher education to the peoples in this country and and also elsewhere. This is a great opportunity for everyone because it is already obvious that technology can play a big role in education, a very big role. Even the mere invention of printing has radicalized the spread of knowledge. But now we have this new technology, this new capacity to communicate in real time with a huge number of people, and as if they are sitting in front of you. So there must be a great contribution if we know we can develop how to make this facility help us with spreading knowledge to more and more people. The countries like Malaysia has always focused on education. Actually, the government of this country has been spending 25% of the national budget on education. That is a very big portion of the national budget. But it has paid off because our people have now become better educated and they are able to handle life much better, to make a living for themselves. Of course, when they become too clever, they are very critical of the government, which gave them education in the first place. So this is something that the government sometimes worries about. But now that I'm not in the government, I don't worry very much. But we must appreciate the fact that technology has not reached its limit yet. The technology will be contributing more. New technologies will be invented or developed, which will contribute even more to the spread of knowledge to a greater number of people. In other words, new technologies will help university people to get knowledge equal to that of any in the universities. So the role of technology is clearly something that we must not only appreciate, but we must also regard as a gift to us, so that we can make use of this technology for whatever areas we think we can apply. And it is for the universities, of course, to teach people to look at this new technology as an instrument to bring good to themselves. Of course, it can also be abused, but by and large, this new technology on communication, on the spread of information, on the spread of knowledge, has been made use in a very productive way. It's not been abused that much. Sometimes, of course, we fear that whatever you put on the internet, other people can access. Of course, the Americans have put on the internet some secrets of theirs, thinking that they would be safe, and now, of course, somebody has hijacked the information. But for us, there is no worry. We are only going to spread knowledge, good knowledge. Of course, if you want to spread knowledge about how to make a nuclear weapon, that is also knowledge, but I don't think you are interested in that. So we will concentrate on educating our people, and we must make use of the new technologies presently available and which will be available in the future. In fact, you have to think on how much you can contribute towards higher learning by developing